Okay. So what we're trying to do today is first, you have applied data science. We will see what actually data science is in a very overview, and whether this is something that you want to do, something that fits you. I am sure that you have searched about it, and that's why you have shown some interest. Nonetheless, we will talk a little bit about it, and then we will move on to the details of what we offer at SLTC Research University. My name is Mahima Veerasinghe, as you can see on the screen. So I am heading the Department for Data Science. We offer the degree for data science. It's a Ministry of Education approved UGC recognized degree program of 4 years. So before we start talking about the course itself, let's little bit see what's going on in the world, and why maybe doing data science is a good approach, and let's see whether it's something that you would enjoy. You need to enjoy what you do, so that's something very important. So what is actually data science? As you already are aware, in the world today, there are so many data generation. That means there's so much of data out there. From each and every click that you make on the internet, to the sensors and other devices that are out there, everything is gathering information. Everything is gathering data. තොරතුරු එකතු කරනවා. නැත්නම් දත්ත, to be precise, දත්ත එකතු කරනවා. දැන් මේ දත්ත එකතු කරලා මේවා තියෙන්නේ එකතු කරපු ඒ දත්ත, they are not structured. ඒවා පිළිවෙලකට නෙමෙයි තියෙන්නේ. හරි. විවිධ තැන්වල තියෙන්න පුළුවන්, අපිට අවශ්‍ය පරිදි තියෙන්න පුළුවන්, අපිට අවශ්‍ය නොවන පරිදි වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඒවා එකතු වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. So the data gets gathered, right? It's like imagine you're in a stream, a river, or something like that. Okay, there's streams and endless amounts of data being collected because of humans, and sometimes, or most of the time, it is not the way we want. අපිට අවශ්‍ය පරිදි අපිට වැඩක් ගන්න පුළුවන් විදිහට නෙමෙයි මේ දත්ත තියෙන්නේ. Then what we try to do as data scientists, or what you are interested in, is to use this gigantic amount of data and go up this pyramid. තොරතුරු විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් එකතු වෙනවා. ඒවෙන් අපි කොහොමද information එකක්, දත්ත විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් එකතු වෙනවා. Sorry, there's so much of data. ඒ data අපි කොහොමද information එකක් බවට පරිවර්තනය කරන්නේ? ඒ information එක කොහොමද දැනුමක් බවට පරිවර්තනය කරන්නේ? ඒ දැනුම කොහොමද අපි wisdom එකක් නැත්නම් ඥානයක් බවට පත් කරන්නේ කියලා. So we are moving from what you essentially learn as data science කියලා ඉගෙන ගන්නේ අපිට එන data. The data that we get, these are basically numbers or letters or words. They go upcycle, or they go in this cycle to create wisdom, to create knowledge. Now, let's take a practical example. I'm sure that all of you would have gone to Cargill's Food City, or maybe Kiehl's, or some other supermarket, right? So every time you come out of the supermarket, you get a bill of things that you purchase. Now, what happens in the front end is the customer goes and he purchases some item, and that data gets stored into their system. So as a business, what they will do is, from the back end, they will take all of this data, and maybe we had a chat with Sundar Raja. So Sundar Raj, so say it's in Haputale, there can be combination of products that people buy most of the time. භාණ්ඩ වර්ග දෙකක් හැමතිස්සෙම එකට මිලදී ගන්න බවක් පෙන්눔 කරන්න පුළුවන්. How do we see it? We have to go into the data and figure it out. I'm just giving you an example, right? So as a data analyst or a data scientist or business and intelligence person, what you do is, once you know data science, you go into the data and you figure out that, මෙන්න මේ වෙලාවේ from this time to this time, people buy these two products together most of the time. Maybe it's something like a biscuit and a particular type of chocolate. මෙන්න මේ දෙක එකට විකිනෙනවා. Now, that is a piece of information that you gather from the data. These two goes together. And you try and see the whole context and build a knowledge. Then you can say, okay, this gets sold at maybe 7 o'clock in the night. වැඩිපුරම මේ combination එක විකිනෙනවා. Now that's a piece of knowledge. මේ දෙක එකට විකිනෙනවා. ඒකට තව වටේ තියෙන information එකතු වුණාම කියනවා, okay, this gets sold at 7 o'clock. Right. Then we can create a knowledge, and from that knowledge we can take a decision. That's where we need the jnana or the wisdom. The decision is, you say, we from next time onwards, may products දෙක අපි එකට තියලා තියෙනවා. So that it's easy for people to buy. Now, as a data analyst or a scientist, what you do is you work on these two areas. That's the knowledge creation area, you work on it. Data aragana, you work with the data, try to extract some information, see what type of knowledge you can bring, and you inform the business saying that this possibility is there, so that the business can take a decision. The day-to-day things that you use, like in Google, you use rating business places or any other place on the map. Once you walk in to places, you get suggestions. Right? Those are based on algorithms developed by data people. So using data, what we are essentially trying to do is make it useful. That's why we are learning data science. Okay. Right. I will move on to the next one. Now, for you to select maybe data science, there can be, I will categorize this into 3 avenues, that is market demand, social status, and the personality. Why you should do data science කියන ප්‍රශ්නේ අපි කවුරු හරි අහුවොත්. Right. අපි බලමු market එක කොහමද, what has happened in the world. It originally started from the early era where people used stones and steel to drive their industry. යුද්ධ කාල තිබ්බා. ඒ වෙදී ගොඩක් වෙලාවට මුළු ඉකොනොමි එකම, මාකට් එකම, ලෝකේ මුළු ඉකොනොමි එකම රඳා පැවතුනේ මේ ස්ටෝන්, බ්‍රොන්ස්, මෙන්න මේ වගේ මටීරියල් මත. transforming factor එක නැත්තම් මේ economy එක drive වෙන major factor was the material. Okay, then it transformed into something like energy. Why the engine was developed and power generation was introduced, and there was transportation, and all the energy became the major factor for driving these years. Economy එක drive උනේ මෙන්න මේ කාලවල මෙන්න මේ energy කියන factory. Now the whole world is transforming, as you know, towards information. So people with the capability of generating information, generating knowledge beyond that, using data, has a massive potential and a power now and the years to come. So this is where the whole world is trending towards. So this is something that we need to understand at a basic level. Right. So let's look at the statistics from Google, some of the hottest jobs in this time. So you see data scientists and cyber specialists, cyber security specialists, and software developers are topping. They are in demand in terms of world job market. Okay, it's like imagine we have so much of water and only few people knows how to take the real advantage of this water because they haven't studied the subject. Obviously, because data is something that is new. Graduates la ටිකක් අඩුයි වෙන subjects වලට වැඩිය. But there is huge potential that creates huge demand. So this is where we at in terms of the market. Okay. And if you look at the world, there are a lot of opportunities for data scientist related jobs obviously in America and Canada, and then towards India, then towards Europe, UK, and the Scandinavian countries. Below that is, there is a massive development happening in Africa as well as China and Japan. Beyond that, we have Australia and Russia and the other countries also chip in little by little. One thing that I can say from this map is these areas are hot and there are already people doing data science there. The others are still developing. Look at Sri Lanka. We have very few. Look at other countries. Some countries don't have any even. So there is so much of potential still for people who are doing data science. So much of opportunities. Number of data science related jobs posted on LinkedIn per country. LinkedIn එකේ data science සම්බන්ධයෙන් job කොච්චර post කරලා තියෙනවද මේ රටවල් කියන එකයි මෙතනින් පෙන්වුම් කරන්නේ. Job posting කරේ නැහැ කියලා opportunities නැහැ කියන්නේ නැහැ. Jobs නැති වුණාට there are opportunities. They don't market it as data science, but there are opportunities because data is getting gathered every moment, every second in every country. And people who has the capability to use it or tell the real story behind the data is important. Okay. So let's move on to the other slide where we talk about certain industries that use data scientists. So as you can see, the information technology sector, education science, consulting, finance, healthcare. The good thing about data science is that it's not something like learning some specific domain like biology. Say you did maths, but you like a little bit of biology still. And you like data also. So it's a perfect opportunity for you to do data science, and then you can apply your knowledge in different sectors. That is one of the biggest advantages of doing data science because data is getting collected everywhere. Whether it's retail, whether it's healthcare, whether it's, information technology, finance, companies, everywhere data is being collected. So the application area that you like, you can invest your time to work there being a data scientist. So that is a big advantage in learning data science. It's something close to something like knowing mathematics, right? It's applicable in most of the places and it is very useful. Data science is also in this particular day and time is very important because you can apply it in many industries, right? So let's move on to, okay, I just put you an example, some of the areas that we don't think. This is something that we did back in the day, where we use data science, we use artificial intelligence to measure the emotional stress of people. Right? Brain waves, we take brain waves, and then we use, so that's data coming out. Using that, we try to predict the stress levels. So areas that you like to work on becomes accessible to you when you do something like data science. And using data science, you can get into those fields. That's one beauty of doing a data science degree. Now, I spoke to you about the market. Obviously, you saw that there's a lot of potential there. And then let's look into personality. As a person, is it something that you want to do? Obviously, someone who's doing something like data science should be curious. He wants to know what's happening. He wants to know what's happening behind the data. So that curiosity is very important, obviously, for learning. That is something, one of the driving factors. Then what hitala balanda, do you do you actually believe it, or you want to dig deep and see what's actually happening? Are you a curious personality? You have to be open-minded. That means you cannot hold on to certain say dogmas and things very strongly, because with data it can change. You might believe that Toyota is the best vehicle brand, but data might show something else. So you have to be open to the truth, open to find the truth. So something open-minded is something very important. Argumentative means that you should be able to talk, negotiate, argue to see what is right and what is wrong. And then a good storyteller. Why you need to be a good storyteller is data, it comes in numbers, right? At the end of the day, when it goes to a computer, all are numbers. So from these numbers, you gather information. Once you gather the information, you should be able to tell the story behind the data. That is also something very important, that in our course, we have vivas, we have presentations to polish up and brush up people to get this quality out. Okay. So if you are someone like this, maybe it is the right choice for you. So let's see the three elements. Job market is obviously in a very high demand for data scientists. If your personal traits are also something of what I spoke to you about, the social status in the world is very high. But in Sri Lanka, if you go out there and tell that you're a data scientist, people might not know. But the whole world knows what's going on. So little by little, Sri Lanka will also catch up. Personally, what I feel is India is developing very fast. Google, Microsoft, Amazon, every company is coming to India. So as a neighbor of India, we will also very soon catch up to their pace. That is our vision. And there are a lot of companies now selling products, data-related products, to many other countries in the world, stationed in Sri Lanka. So this is a scale that you can use and see where you stand. So maybe you're here, maybe somewhere there. If you are spot on, that means you're here. That means your personal traits also is in this right category. And your social status, and our social status is obviously, when I said about the world, is somewhere there, and job market is also somewhere there. So just have a think about it. These two I have convinced you already about the social status and the job market. Personal traits is something for you to think whether it is your type of degree or your type of field to work on. Right. How we prepare you for this is the next question. Now, what we have is a 4-year degree program, right? Accredited by the UGC, recognized by UGC and the Ministry of Higher Education. We have developed this course according to the Sri Lanka Quality Foundation requirements and the Seoul Accord. So we have 2, 3, 4 years of study. In the first 3 years, we teach you all the theoretical background that you need to become a data professional. And then in the 4th year, there is a final year project as well as 6 months industry-oriented program. Now I have to tell you something very important. That is, at SLTC, we are a research university. So we focus a lot on research. Myself, even Isuru sir, and if Seumi is here, everybody is interested in research, all the academic stuff. So obviously, when you come in also, you will be getting that exposure, wanting to do research, wanting to find out by yourself. So final year research projects is a hand-on thing that you do by yourself. And then there is a 6 months industry orientation program. We ask you to place yourself in the industry and work for a company as an internship. It's something that we find for you. Okay, you are open to find by yourself as well, but we also help you in that regard. So you sometimes get to work with the cutting edge technology like blockchain and AI developments. So we get all those projects from the industry and we distribute it among our students so that they can do the industry orientation or the final year project with the industry. අපි theory ටික පොතේ තියෙන ටිකම ඉගෙන ගත්තා කියලා මදි. We should be able to apply it. So we give the theory here, but your hands should be able to apply them on the real world. So we focus heavily on that. We give a lot of effort to make sure that you are able to apply. Okay, so these are some of the very few subjects that we teach heavily. One is artificial intelligence, machine learning, and business intelligence. These are 3 key courses that we teach at data science. Apart from that, there is a bucket where students can select something like big data or SOA and microservices. Natural language processing is being used by many, you know, the chat GPTs and everything that are coming up are based on language processing. So NLP, cloud application development, deep learning is something very important, you know, image processing, where Google recognizes your face. Tesla cars are able to drive by itself because it can see what's going on, because it's all deep learning that they have used. So we teach the basics in these courses. And we teach heavily, these are core modules. We teach heavily on artificial intelligence, machine learning, and business intelligence as well. So this is the overview of how we try to prepare you. And this is a little more detail on what we teach you. And the other thing that I wanted to tell you is that we build a lot of connections. We try to build a lot of connections with international universities. So they have kept their trust on us, saying that they're accepting our students. There are programs where you can do 2 years in Sri Lanka and then go to maybe Deakin University and or RMIT University. There are master's programs coming from IIT Madras, these 2 master's programs. Excuse me. These are now delivered, these are scheduled to be delivered in Sri Lanka at SLTC. IIT Madras is conducting that. So 4-year people who complete our 4-year degree can enroll without a problem to any of these programs. And so this is just to tell you that we have the affiliations, because we have developed that curriculum in a way that you can connect to these international institutes. Right. So these are some of the lecturers that we have in our department. Apart from the people that I've shown, I'm sorry that I couldn't put the names on. Didn't have the time to do that. Apart from the panel of lecturers here, we get down industrial experts to certain special subjects, because those subjects change very rapidly. So we need to teach them new things. So we get people from the industry as well. So I'll just give you a little brief quickly. This is our school head, Dr. Dhammika Kadua, Dr. Dilip Fernando, Dr. Nuwan Vitanage, Sampath Digalla, Dr. Lasit, myself, Ms. Swapna Premasiri, Kasunika, and of course, Isuru Supasan and Seomi. So there are many other people in this faculty, but I have put few of them who are directly connected to us. So from the faculty, as I told you earlier, the key component is that all of them are involved in some sort of research. So that research vibe is already there for you to be inquisitive, for you to study, for you to find out by yourself, so that you're an independent personality. You are able to do by yourself. So that's the thing that we want to build in our students. So this faculty is more than capable of doing it with experience. Almost most of them have international experience and international exposure. Now, let's move on to the next one. Target job opportunities are here. And as a department, what we vision is to build a world-class data professional. When we say world-class, is for you to have the ability, once you complete our program, to go anywhere in the world and stand by yourself and do the work, to be independent in any part of the world. So the world is opening up and you should be able to do that. And it's our responsibility when you come into SLTC for you to, it's our responsibility to deliver that so that you can go anywhere in the world and work or do research, be in academia or be at industry. So that is our prime vision. Or we have at SLTC, we have a lot of encouragement to start your own companies, start your own startup companies. There are guidances provided from the business school to any student on how to start up your own ventures. In fact, there is a new company that is coming up called Green Ignitions. They are doing, or they are producing biodiesel by themselves. So that is something that we also encourage in our faculty, in our department, sorry. So let's go to the course fee structure. For the total 8 semesters, it's 2.2 million. You can pay by the semester. So semester lasts for 3 months, 15 weeks. So you can pay as you go. That's one of the biggest advantages that you have. You pay for a semester and you learn and you can proceed. We enroll students on pending A-level results. Listen to this carefully. We enroll people on pending A-level results. And if you have done your A-levels, you got to pass your A-levels minimum with 3 S's. That's the requirement to enroll into the program. Okay. You could have done local A-levels or London A-levels. If you have A passes, you get a scholarship under the NTech merit-based scholarship program, where you get 20% from each A grading. If you have an A grading, you get 20%. If you have 2 A gradings, you get 40% off. And if you get 3 years, you get 60% off from the course fee that you need to pay. Okay. Apart from that, we have a direct affiliation with Deakin University. Once you complete 1 year, you can move into one of these programs. So these are, although our program is a 4-year degree program, the Deakin University conducts 3-year programs for these areas. So you can do 1 year with us and move into one of these degrees as well. If you want to do a 4-year degree at Deakin, what you can do is you can do a So you can move into a software engineering degree at Deakin. Once you enroll to data science, you can do that as well. So you can study 2 years here and another 2 years in Deakin if you're doing software engineering. We can talk this in detail when you have questions. So these are the things that we need to, for you to understand before we sort of go further in enrolling you or looking at that opportunity. We just wanted you to have a basic understanding of what data science offers to you. Excuse me. And what we offer, how we prepare you, and then the course structure and the fee structure that we have. You can get loans from the government, state and non-state bank institutions. They provide that opportunity as well. So data science is something that will not, data science degree is something that is very much in demand. I would rather consider this to be an investment, because if you do the degree right and if you work according to with our guidance, I mean, the return on this investment is very fast if you pitch it right? So you can, this investment can be recovered very fast. So if you have questions, either you can use the chat and type it in, or you can use your mic and provide any or present your question to us. Okay, so we have a question already. Okay, so you need a little bit in Sinhalese as well. Hi. So I will try to sum up. Is Xiaomi here? Xiaomi is also here. So, okay. So I apologize my inability to speak Tamil. So I'll speak a little bit in Sinhalese. Okay, I'm just trying to sum up everything. Then, අපි මෙච්චර වෙලා කතා කරේ what data science degree can do. What are the opportunities? තියෙන opportunities මොනවද? ඒක කොච්චර in demand ද ලෝකේ? Data science කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? සහ SLTC Research University එකේ data science degree එකේ තියෙන modules සමහරක්, ඔක්කොම නෙමෙයි මම පෙන්නුවේ, සමහර ප්‍රධාන ටිකක් මම පෙන්නුවා. ඊට අමතරව අපි කතා කරා course structure එක ගැන සහ course fee එක ගැන. course fee එක 2.2 million. ඒක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට semesters වශයෙන් ගෙවන්න පුළුවන්. You can pay by the semester and you have a scholarship program. Scholarships දෙනවා A grading තියෙන ළමයින්ට A levels වල. දැන් මේක තමයි අපිට ඕගොල්ලොන්ට මුලින් කියන්න ඕනේ උනේ. ඕගොල්ලෝ online application දාලා තිබ්බා. ඕගොල්ලොන්ට තව information එකක් අපි ලබා දිය යුතු නිසා අපි මේ අවස්ථාවේ ලබා දෙනවා. අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ නැහැ ලොකු batch එකක් ගන්න. මොකද අපේ බලාපොරොත්තුව තියෙන්නේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් කුඩා ප්‍රමාණයක්. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපි A level කරනකොට අපි දන්නවා class එකක ඉන්න ප්‍රමාණය. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් 40ක 50ක ප්‍රමාණයක් අරගෙන ඒගොල්ලෝ අපිට පුළුවන් උපරිමයෙන්ම හොඳ අධ්‍යාපනයක් ලබා දීලා එළියට යවන්න තමයි අපේ අවශ්‍යතාවය. So ඕගොල්ලෝ මේකට interested නම් මම කිව්වා requirement එක ඇවිල්ලා A level pass වෙන්න ඕනේ. London A level කරලා හරි local A levels කරලා හරි pass වෙන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම interest එකක් තියෙන කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා නම් අපිව reach කරන්න පුළුවන්. සහ අපි ඊළඟ අදියර හැටියට ඔයගොල්ලෝ මෙතනින් interested නම් අපි physically meet වෙනවා. අපි කෙනෙක්නාට හම්බ වෙනවා. අපිට කොළඹ ඒක arrange කරන්න පුළුවන්. කොළඹ අපේ Trace Expert City එකේ අපේ university එකේදී අපිට හම්බ වෙන්න පුළුවන් පාදුක්කට එන්න නැතුව. එතනදී අපිට තවදුරටත් කතා බහ කරන්න සහ ඕගොල්ලෝගේ හැකියාවන් ගැන කතා කරලා අපි එතන පොඩි face to face discussion එකක් තියලා ඕගොල්ලෝ මේකට තවදුරටත් සුදුසුද කියන එක ගැන කතා බහක යෙදෙන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. So people who are interested to go beyond this, please stay because we want your names. මේකේ තවදුරටත් ඉදිරියට යන්න කැමති අය ඉන්නවා නම් කරුණාකරලා රැඳෙන්න. මොකද අපි ඔයගොල්ලෝගේ නම් ටික අරගෙන අපි ඉදිරියට process කරනවා. අපි ඔයගොල්ලන්ට invite කරනවා අර face to face session එකට. හරි. හරි. තව ප්‍රශ්න දෙකක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා මම හිතන්නේ බලමු. අලුත් බැච් එකට කොළඹ වලද පටන් ගන්නෙ. right. ඔව් ඒ ඔප්ෂන් එක තියෙනවා කොළඹ හරි පාදුක්කේ හරි කරන්න. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ right. So the අපේ යුනිවර්සිටි දැන් දෙකක තියෙනවා. එකක් පාදුක්කේ අනිත් එක කොළඹ trace expert city එකේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා ඇති අර වේගා අපේ ඉලෙක්ට්‍රික් සුපර් කාර් එකේම හදන්නේ ඒ trace expert city එකේ. ඒක අපි විසින් කරන දෙයක් නෙමෙයි වෙන කම්පැනි එකකින් කරන්නේ. නමුත් ඒ ටෙක්නොලොජි වල ඉහළම තත්ත්වයේ ඉන්න කම්පැනිස් ටික ඒ ෆැසිලිටි එක ඇතුලේ තමයි නැත්නම් ඒ බිල්ඩින්ග්ස් වලම තමයි ඉන්නේ. ඒ අතර තමයි අපිත් ඉන්නේ. ඉතින් එතන අපිට හොඳ ඔපචුනිටි එකක් තියෙනවා අපේ ළමයින්ටත් ඒ ටෙක්නොලොජි එකට එක්ස්පෝස් වෙන්න. හරි. Yes, Sundaraj, yes, we have loan facilities from banks. Yes, from the banks, not from the university, from the bank. Keep in touch. We will give you more information on that. If you're interested, we'll gather your detail and then we will ask you to come to Trace University. And at Trace, we will give you the bank details further, or else my mobile number is there. My email is also here. So you can reach out to me. ICT නොකරපු අයට ෆවුන්ඩේෂන් එකක් තියෙනවද? ෆවුන්ඩේෂන් කෝස් එකක් කියලා A level කරපු ළමයිට අපි දෙන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙම විශේෂ ෆවුන්ඩේෂන් එකක් නැහැ. නමුත් first 2 years වල බේසික්ස් ටික මෙතෙන්ට එන්න කරන බේසික්ස් ටික ඉගෙනනවා. යුනිවර්සිටි කල්චර් එකක් ඇතුලේ ඕගොල්ලෝ ඉස්කෝලේ ගියපු ළමයි ඕගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා collaborative learning නැත්තම් අපි එකිනෙකාගෙන් ගොඩක් දේවල් අපිට ඉගෙන ගන්න පුළුවන්. අපි ඒක ගොඩක් වෙලාවට encourage කරන දෙයක් අපේ department එක ඇතුලේ. ඒ නිසා බයක් වෙන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. ICT නොකරපු නිසා ලොකු අමාරුවක වැටෙයි කියලා. first 2 years ඇතුළත ඒ දේවල් cover කරගන්න පුළුවන්. නමුත් foundation course එකක් කියලා අලුතෙන් දෙයක් කරෙන්නේ නැහැ. Any other questions? Academic semester එක, thank you for the question. Academic semester එක අපි 13th March පටන් ගන්නවා. මාර්තු 13 වෙනිදා මේ අවුරුද්දේ. So අපි දැන්මම මේක questions ටික ඉවර වෙච්ච ගමන් කැමති කට්ටියගේ නම් ටික අපි ගන්නවා. ඒ අරගෙන අපි ඕගොල්ලොන්ට face to face discussion එකකට කතා කරනවා Trace එකට. ඒකෙදී කතා බහ කරලා ඕගොල්ලෝ decide කරනවා නම් එතනම register වීමේ හැකියාව තියෙනවා. Any other questions? Isuru, did we miss anything? If we missed anything, please you fill in.
Okay, doctor. I think you have explained almost everything very clearly.
Okay. Anybody needs any instruction, get to know in Tamil language, please do let us know that as well. We have some decent capability in communication in Tamil. Sevmi is there. Anything else? So I see 13 people here. I assume that everybody has either having pending results and knowing the fact that they would pass. පරිස් තුනකට වැඩි අනිවාර්යෙන් එයි කියන බලාපොරොත්තුව තියෙන කට්ටිය ඇති කියලා මම මෙතන හිතනවා. නැත්තම් A level pass කියලා result එක ආපු කට්ටියත් ඇති කියලා මම හිතනවා. So අපේ right. Yasit, thank you. අපේ academics යන්නේ hybrid system එකකට. අපි වැඩිපුර physical පැත්තට බර දීලා තියෙනවා මේ semester මේ year එකේ. හැබැයි අපි both physical and online දෙකම කරනවා. Completely online වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙම කරන්නේ නැහැ. අපි hybrid system එකකට තමයි deliver කරන්නේ. ඒකෙත් සමහර module වලට ඕගොල්ලන්ට එන්න වෙනවා. මොකද practically ඒවා එතන ඉඳන් කරන්න ඕනේ දේවල් තියෙනවා. Any other questions? Hi. Okay. Now I am going to call out some of your names. Right. So I have Thavisi is here. Are you someone who's interested in doing? If so, just you can send us a text meeting chat. Okay, just type your full name so that we can see, and we will inform you about the discussion face to face.
Doctor, there's one question in the chat.
Yeah. So aptitude test එකක් තියෙනවද? Aptitude test එකක් කියලා තියන්න නැහැ පුතා. But අපි face to face discussion එකේදී ඔයගොල්ලොත් එක්ක කතා කරලා බලනවා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මේ capability එක කොච්චර දුරකට cover කරගන්න තියනවද කියලා. Test එකක් තියලා කොලවල mark කරලා අපි එහෙම කරන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. But we want to see. සමහර ළමයි ඉන්නවා සමහර වෙලාවට mathematics එච්චර knowledge එකක් නැති වුණාට ඒගොල්ලන්ට ලොකු උනන්දුවක් තියෙනවා මේ වගේ දෙයක් කරන්න. එතකොට එහෙම කට්ටියට අපි chance එකක් දෙන්න ඕනේ. සමහර වෙලාවට මේ knowledge එක නැති වුණාට ඒගොල්ලොන්ගේ ලොකු ආසාවක් තියෙනවා. සහ ඒගොල්ලෝ සමහර කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා පොඩි කාලේ ඉඳන් පොඩි ඒ වගේ වැඩ කරපු කට්ටිය. ඉතින් ඒගොල්ලොන්ට අපි උනන්දු කරනවා. ඒක නිසා aptitude test එකක් තියන්නේ නැහැ. නමුත් අර discussion එකේදී අපි කතා කරලා බලනවා ඕගොල්ලොන්ට මේ වැඩේ කරන්න පුළුවන්ද නැද්ද කියන එක ගැන. Any other questions? Internships වලට සාමාන්‍යයෙන් මොන වගේ companies ද university එක සම්බන්ධ වෙන්නේ? Internships වලට ගොඩක් වෙලාවට දැන් trace expert city එක ගත්තොත් එතන CodeGen කියන company එක තියෙනවා. ඒගොල්ලොන්ගේ Vega Motors එකෙන් තමයි ඔය Vega electric car එක සහ Trishaws ඒගොල්ලොන්ගේ හදන්නේ. So CodeGen ආයතනය එතකොට Kelsey කියලා තව IT company එකක් තියෙනවා. Virtusa dialogue SLT ඒ වගේම අපිට අලුතෙන් අපිත් එක්ක වැඩ කරනවා live room කියලා company එකක්. මෙන්න මේ වගේ IT industry එකේ ඉන්න companies එක්ක අපේ සම්බන්ධතාවය දැනටමත් අපි හදාගෙන තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් ඒගොල්ලෝ එක්ක තමයි internships ගොඩක් වෙලාවට සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ. Okay. So any other questions, you can pop that up. So we will take down your names, people who are online. We will approach you, getting you to participate in the face-to-face discussion. Sundarraj, you are someone who's interested to meet us and take this forward, I assume?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we will reach out to you. Sithmi Umeshika, I hope you're someone interested as well. You can put on the chat saying yes or no. That's okay. Sithmi Umeshika, Rukshandan Sundarraj, Malisha, Viraj.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're somebody who's interested. Pramodni, ඉන්නවද? Pramodni chat එකේ හරි දාන්න අපිට ඉන්නවද ඔයාගේ නම full name එක ඔයා interested නම් chat එකේ දාන්න. Please put on the chat. Okay. Can you Yasit also Utpala Saritra? Right. So Sydney Umeshika, Utpala is interested. Saritra, you're there? If you are interested, please put your name on the chat. Maybe we can, okay, so Saritra. Yasit Nipun Kaushala Jayasekara. Okay. Hari. Isuru, you got down the names, Isuru?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, cool. So, Malisha, Sundaraj, Sydney, Yasit, Utpala, I guess, Utpala, Isuru Mali, Charitra Sahabandhu Dagan, I don't know whether he's on the computer or not. Anyway, he's there, so we will reach
Yes,
out
sir.
to
I'm
him.
in the
Okay.
computer.
Okay, you're there. So I hope everybody's sort of had a good understanding on what you need to do and what you want to do. You can always reach out to my email is here. My mobile number is there. Only thing is I might not answer sometimes the mobile number. Bari velawat answer nokorot, please keep a text message for me with your name. I will come back to you because I might be in a lecture or some other meeting. So anything else, feel free to talk to me. Any other questions? Okay then, if there is no question, Isuru and Xiaomi, we are okay to close off, right?
Yes, I think so, sir.
Okay, so hope this was a fruitful session to you. Hopefully we will meet again at Trace. Trace එකට එනකොට මොනවද කරන්න ඕනේ කියලා ඒකේ instruction එකක් දාලා අපි email එකක් ඕගොල්ලන්ට එවන්නම්. I'm reminding you again, you can be having pending results, but you most probably would pass the exam, or you need to have passed your A level. So that's the basic requirement for this degree. Okay, so thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you, and we wish you all the very best in everything that you do. Okay, take care.
Thank you all. Have a good day.